Most people will not build wealth, one, because they're afraid to lose money, but two, they're afraid of looking at the right now and sacrificing the right now for the future. Saying, yo, I'm gonna go through what I gotta go through right now so that I can have this $1 million, $2 million portfolio. How many times you be like, damn, like where that money went at? I knew I could know. You all get somebody now, then you go look at the receipt or you go look at your bank account, you like, oh, or the bank statement, you like, oh, I forgot I bought this. These are the golden rules to building wealth, y'all. You learn these rules right here. You master them piece by piece, man. I promise you're gonna change the trajectory of your whole family. All right, family, so today we're gonna talk about the 9 golden rules to mastering money. Listen, if you understand these rules, I promise you, matter of fact, I guarantee it, you will be wealthy. You master these 9 rules, you will be wealthy. We talking about the structure, the framework to what building wealth really looks like. I know a lot of people like talk to us about you gotta do this and set the LLC up and set the trust up and do this and invest in this and then do that. Well, I'm telling you from a first generation millionaire, I'm telling you from a person who is going through the cycles of learning different little things about CPAs and financial controllers and strategists, and I'm investing in Uncle Sam. Like, I'm about to give you a blueprint. If you learn these 9 things, I promise you, you can be wealthy. Right? But before we get into this, man, I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, and I want you to share this one. I'll be honest with you, this is probably one of the most important videos that I have ever put up, y'all. Because a lot of people like to give y'all the idea of, yeah, go make $1 million, go do this and go do that. But they don't really give you the story and what it looks like to really build wealth, to really change the narrative of your family, to really turn your last name into an asset. So I want to break this down for you, right? First, at the bottom of the pyramid, man, I want to go with income strength. The reason why that's so important is because you got to have a firm foundation on income. And I'll be honest with you, I would sacrifice, and I remember doing this when I first was working. Not only was I working a job, I also found a secondary way to make income so I can invest all my bread. Remember, I was investing 70% of my income until I started working on power plants, until I started working as an iron worker. When I was doing 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day sometimes, doing turnarounds, right? Income strength will be the foundation, because what happens is you want to throw as much money as you can, not to the market, but to investing, to create different streams of revenue. So income strength. Most people will not build wealth, one, because they're afraid to lose money, but two, they're afraid of looking at the right now and sacrificing the right now for the future. Saying, yo, I'm gonna go through what I gotta go through right now so that I can have this $1 million, $2 million portfolio. So income strength is important. Next, financial goal setting. A lot of us struggle at financial goal setting. And it's simply saying, yo, I'm gonna save this much money until I can get this. I'm gonna invest this much money until I can get that. Financial goal setting is so important because it gives us something to work forward to. Like investing, like I was saying, like, yo, once I get 50,000 in the market, yo, that's gonna be different for me. Once I get 100,000 in the market, that's gonna be different for me. Once I get 200,000, yo, I wanna make $1 million in the market. Yo, I want to take this money to do this. Like, it was so important for me to learn how to financial goal set. Right? I think I'm gonna do a whole thing on financial goal setting coming up too. Next thing on the list is budgeting. So financial goal setting and budgeting go hand in hand. Why? Because you can be making money doing things, and if you don't have a budget or putting your money in these parameters, right, then you'll just be spending money recklessly. You won't know where your money at. You, damn, I thought, watch this. How many times you be like, damn, like where that money went at? I knew I could know. You all get somebody now, then you go look at the receipt or you go look at your bank account, you like, oh, or the bank statement, you like, oh, I forgot I bought this. Man, I forgot I spent the money on that. Man, I forgot this was due right here. Damn. So having a strong income structure, financial goal setting, and then budgeting will be essential. Because if you don't know how to budget, now you can't even allocate. If you don't know how to goal set, you can't even allocate. So you got the money, but if you don't know how to goal set and you don't know how to budget, you just dumping money without having a plan or strategy behind what you want to do. The next one is saving. Now watch this. I use the VOO as my savings account because if you look at the S&P 500 from 2017 until now, you'll see why. And the reason why saving is important, I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. You need to have at least $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 saved before you even get into investing in any of the other part. Why you think the saving part was at the beginning? The strong income, the financial goal setting, the budgeting, and then the saving. We didn't even talk about investing, the building business, none of that. Why? Because you need to learn how to put money up, right? You need, and that's gonna tie into the goal setting. That's gonna tie into that. Why? I need you to have $1,000 to $2,000 just put up, man. Not investing, not nothing. It's ready to make a move. For me, what I use the VOO as my savings account. VOO is the Vanguard S&P 500 index, right? So I use it as my savings account. Next on the list is credit management. Why is that on the list? Well, when it comes to building wealth, one of the greatest ways people don't talk about it is being able to leverage your credit. Being able to, like for this instance, I'm in a building right now, right? I have equity that I'm growing in this business. I'll be able to borrow based on the equity in this business. So it is not just about credit cards. It's being able to borrow, being able to leverage that, but manage it. Not one of the things that killed a lot of people in 2008 was they were over leveraged, right? So understanding how to leverage that credit, your credit cards, you're leveraging yourself out. Understanding that gonna be essential to you, right? Insurance. You're gonna hear a lot of people talk about IULs, whole, life. Like, do what works for you. Do your research. Everybody's situation is different, y'all. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's financial goals are different. Everything works different from everyone, but let's just make sure you have insurance. We can get into the nuances and the technicalities and all. Let's just make sure you have insurance, whether it's term, whether it's whole. Let's just make sure you have insurance. That's gonna be important to you, yo. It's gonna be where you pass money down. It's gonna be make sure your family not in debt. You know, we and my strategists, we just did something where we got another insurance policy to take care of my home if something happened to me. So like if something was ever happened to me, this insurance policy, we got to set up in a way where if something happened to me, this insurance policy will strictly go to paying off the home. Once it pay off the home, anything that's left over will go to my daughter, right? It's learning how to do the same thing with the building, right? We're going to get an insurance policy that will take care of the building, right? Because we don't want them to sell it, y'all, right? So that's it. Like, learn how to play that game. Next on the list is the debt management. Learning how to manage your debt, not going too crazy, right? The credit management is one thing, but the debt management as well, right? Not going too far into debt. Where you like have a 2-to-1 debt to equity or debt to cash flow ratio, meaning you got double the cash or double the equity compared to how much debt you have. So that's going to be essential to you. Then mind you, we got into all of that before we said what? Investing, right? Because investing is going to lead to you doing what? Getting into more debt if you know how to use it right. It's going to lead to what? Buying more insurance. It's going to lead to what? Credit management. It's going to lead to what? Saving. It's going to lead to what? Budgeting. It's going to lead to what? Financial goal setting. It's going to lead to what? Strengthening your income. Investing actually helps everything else on the list. So investing won't be the first thing you do. Investing is going to gradually be a part of everything, and it builds on everything and capitalizes on everything. But last but not least, man, it's going to be taxes. Listen, you can listen to the people saying, get the trust and do this and give it the Rockefeller way and do that. Listen, there's so much that comes into taxes, right? There's so many loopholes, but there's also so many things that Uncle Sam gonna knock you out the box for, right? Somebody told me, hey man, you know, you can lease a G-Wagon. I say, bro, I'm just be honest with you, bro. Like, where my tax bracket at, this ain't no shining. Like a G-Wagon ain't gonna do nothing for me. Like buying a car that's $6,000. Like, no. I need to do different things, bro. So learning how to buy more real estate, learning how to put a foundation together, learning how to have an S corp, learning how to have a fund. Like, there's so many different things you're gonna have to learn. So taxes are the top. So look how I put taxes and investing at the top of the list. But when you look at the pyramid, how we built it out, financial strength gonna give you the money to do what? Invest and leverage credit. Financial goal setting gonna teach you how to do what? Have goals for your finances. Next, it's Budgeting, learning how to budget. Because when you learn how to budget, you're gonna be making money and you're gonna from your investments, and they're gonna go tie hand in hand. Credit management, learn how to leverage your credit and manage that credit so you're not over leveraged. Insurance, because insurance is another money maker for you as well, right? Debt management, investing, and then taxes, man. These are the golden rules to building wealth, y'all. You learn these rules right here. You master them piece by piece, man. I promise you're gonna change the trajectory of your whole family, man. Listen, man, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. I hope and pray that this video truly, truly, truly help y'all lock into something. I pray that this video is the one you said, oh, here's the blueprint. Nobody never laid it out to me like this. This is the video I know for a fact can help you change. And I want you to lock into it, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this. Make sure you tell us in the comment how this video helped you and how it can help you get better, man. Salute.